This year, National Crime Victims' Rights Week has the theme of kinship, which the Office of Victims of Crime's website says is a call to action to recognize that shared humanity should be at the center of supporting all survivors and victims of crime. Kinship is a state of being with survivors that drives vital connections and increases access to services, rights, and healing. Kinship is where victim advocacy begins. Kinship is also what brings us together today. We are one community, one Loudoun, and we are here today to stand in solidarity with local victims of crime and show them that they are not alone in their fight for justice and healing.
For our victims, we don't want you to be a victim, so we work hard to prevent crime. When a crime is committed and you're a victim, we want to make sure we're going to do everything it takes to make you whole. And part of that making you whole is not only giving you and directing you to the resources you may need to try to help you get through a particular situation, but is preparing you for if we can take a criminal to trial, because we want to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to hold people accountable. I know one of the things that is always difficult is for people that are victims of crimes to want to testify. There's a lot of pressure. There's a whole lot of things that go on behind the scenes that makes them maybe tentative, maybe reluctant to actually get up there in a courtroom and explain what happened to them, because in a way, I mean, they're being victimized again because they already went through the tragedy. Now they got to go through a tragedy all over a second time. And so we work very hard with our Commonwealth Attorney's Office. We have a great Commonwealth Attorney's Office right now. We're so pleased that we have those folks here that are part of that, because we're all working together to hold people accountable that are committing these crimes. We're working very hard, certainly, with all of our partners here for everybody that suffered from a crime, and certainly when it comes to some of the more sensitive crimes. And you know, we have our folks from Laws. Appreciate you being here. From that's Loudoun Women's Shelter. We have relationships, obviously, with Adult Protective Services, Child Protective Services, all of our law enforcement counterparts, because we actually do work very well together here as a team to try to bring resolution to these issues, but also do everything we can to get the people that committed these heinous crimes behind bars. I mean, they have to be held accountable. If they don't get held accountable, they're just going to commit crimes again. You know, so referrals, we're the first people that respond to these incidents, and we want to make sure that everything we do sets everything in motion in the right direction, and that's what we do. And this job, you know, in the time that we've started this victim advocate unit, and since October 2023, we've had over 700 referrals because of that unit. Okay, and that's before anything gets to the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. So that just shows how proactive our detectives are. It shows how proactive everybody in the system is, how much we communicate with everybody who's involved in this process, trying to do everything that we can to get these cases off on the right foot, get people the help they need, make them feel comfortable if we can about taking these to court, so that we can hold these you know, violent criminals accountable. And that's what we want to do. And so it really is, it's a tribute to them for the great work that we're doing. We do all these things as part of a team effort with all these members that we have in the community. I've got to say, you know, since I've been sheriff, I can't believe the amount of interaction that we have with so many organizations in this community, and how well everybody works together. I mean, you know, politically we have our differences, obviously, but I can tell you, when push comes to shove and we got to get things done, we work together. We work together to try to make sure that we're doing the right thing, going in the right direction, and getting everybody the help they need. And that really is a tribute to all these agencies, all these folks that work in the county agencies that help, nonprofits that help, in everything that we do when it comes to you know, our law enforcement personnel and everybody working together to try to keep everybody safe. So
nobody can make it out here alone. Nobody. And that's why tonight is so important. Tonight brings us all together to connect, support, and stand together for victims of crime. As you leave here tonight, remember that nobody can make it out here alone, and think about ways that you can make a difference in somebody's life.